So guys, the Premier League is back this weekend. We are here for match week 32, and as always, who is excited for match week 32 predictions? So here are my predictions for match week 32 in the Premier League. So the first game will be Manchester City against Crystal Palace. Manchester City have been in good form recently, and Crystal Palace are also another team in form. But the fact is that the likes of Manchester City, they are not scoring enough, and they don't have that much of firepower because Erling Haaland is still out injured. So I will say this game will be a close one, and it will end up as a draw. Brighton against Leicester City. Brighton are also an excellent team on their day. Leicester City have been terrible since Ruud van Nistelrooy took over. They haven't won in 2025 or scored. The last time they scored a goal was in December 1st. Can you imagine? So I'm going to say this will be a Brighton win 3-0. Nottingham Forest against Everton. So Nottingham Forest are a team fighting to stay in the top 3 and get Champions League next season. Everton have been incredible. They drew with Arsenal at the weekend, and I think Nottingham Forest will just edge them a little bit. I'm going to say Nottingham Forest 2, Everton 1. Southampton against Aston Villa. Southampton are already relegated to the Championship, and Aston Villa are another team in form. Aston Villa are also in contention for a Champions League spot. As you all know, the Premier League has fifth place teams, 1 to 5, to be in the Champions League. So I think Aston Villa will humble and embarrass Southampton 3-0 to Aston Villa. So, Arsenal against Brentford. Arsenal are also fighting to stay second. So, I'm going to say this, that Arsenal against Brentford, I'm going to say this will end up as a draw because I know Brentford are also a very good team. So, I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. Chelsea against Ipswich. Ipswich are also fighting relegation this season with the likes of Wolves above them. So, I'm going to say the last time these two met, here's a quick fact, the last time Ipswich met with Chelsea, Ipswich beat Chelsea 1-0. So there might be another shock because Chelsea are not in a good form. So I'm going to say a draw, 1-1 draw. Liverpool against West Ham. So Liverpool lost their last game against Fulham. They were beaten 3-2, 3-1, I think 3-1. At the Craven Cottage, and West Ham, they lost their game. West Ham, I don't know, they are not in that good of a form, and the last time these two met, Liverpool thrashed West Ham 5-0. So I'm going to say this will be a comfortable win for Liverpool, 3-0, to make their gap or lead in the Premier League title race even more and more impressive. So Wolves against Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspurs beat Southampton and relegated them last time out, and Wolves are also fighting that relegation. So I think so that Tottenham move from the 15th place and at least move up a little bit. I think Tottenham will win this 2-1. Newcastle against Manchester United. This will be at the St. James's Park, and Newcastle, as you all know, Alexander Isak is firing at all cylinders, and I don't think Manchester United can survive. If they play the game they played with against Lyon yesterday, they might get a chance, but I think Newcastle will edge them because they will have home advantage. I think this will be a 2-0 win for Newcastle. Bournemouth against Fulham. Fulham beat Liverpool at the weekend, and Bournemouth were also beaten at the weekend. So Bournemouth will be at home. So I think this will be a well contested match and a watchable game. So I'm going to say Bournemouth 1, Fulham 1. So guys, those are my predictions. Let me know your predictions down below in the comments. Yeah, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.